Tired of playing Whale Wars and you're wanting to play raid, but you don't want to compete with all the crazy pay to win players? Well, feel free to join us on this free to play journey in the No Dime lifetime. Shout out to fellow Godforge creator and new friend Adventures with Adam. He started a new free to play series for raid called No Dime Lifetime, and I was hanging out in his stream and I was like, you know what? This looks like fun. He's got I got the itch again, guys. I got the itch again and decided to go ahead and join in on the fun. So I made a new account and I have a video on how to make the account, but my account's kind of OP, so kind of want to give you a little bit of a walkthrough, if you will. We are at day 7. So we just picked up our day 7 rewards last night before I went to bed. Uh, you can kind of see if we come in here, if I move let me move myself out of the way here. Let me move myself out of the way. And we will come over here for the shards part. But you can kind of see over here 3 sacred shards. We don't have any primal shards because, we just don't have any primal shards yet. We're working on our first. We have 3 void shards and 17 ancient shards. And we are cruising for a bruising in this account, guys. I'm telling you, this account, the way we started this account is kind of bonkers. Come down here to the missions. We're halfway to Arbiter in a week, guys. Halfway to Arbiter inside a week. That is stupid fast. That is stupid fast. See, we need to upgrade a champion to level 6. If we come in here, I don't have anybody that I'm gonna make Wukong my first 6-star, but we don't have food. So I'm in food farming mode on this account. And you kind of look at my champions here and you're like, oh my god, you're a day 7 account. This is kind of stupid. Telling you, watch the other video with the link. It's kind of bonkers because day 1, I had Ugo, Karato, had Mikhail as my starter, and I had Wukong all day 1 by level 15. You can have champions like this. And then day 7, I completely even forgot that the Loki chase was going. Day 7, we got Loki. I just picked up Loki last night. We've already fused our Relic Keeper, guys. We're cruising on this account. So that is kind of where we're at with this account as far as that goes. As far as champions, you can kind of see we got a bunch of fusion champions in here. We're setting ourselves up, trying to save this fusion champions as we go, level them up outside of food. When we have those kind of challenges and stuff coming up, you can kind of see we're kind of midway. We just need to summon a rare spirit champion on the champions. We're kind of midway on artifacts. We are on the last stretch for our dungeons, and we are pretty close to these as well. Arena, we're on the last stretch as well. We'll hop in here. Campaign, brutal campaign, guys. This is brutal campaign. We've 3-starred brutal campaign, guys. Haven't started on nightmare campaign at all. You can kind of see have not even done one level 9, of nightmare. And we're not going to for a while, to be completely honest. We're gonna farm the food that we need in brutal campaign. We're gonna be in 12-3 for quite a while, doing that. And then we come over here, dungeons. If we look at our keeps, we're kind of right around that kind of stage 10 on all the keeps. We come in here, 11 on the arcane, kind of 9-10 on void. We're 10-11 on force, so we're right around that on all of those keeps. Right around 10 on ice golem. Have no reason to really push ice golem right this second. I know we have a 3 times for retaliation, which is good gear. Just I'm kind of in a mode where I need speed gear. I need some good gear on the champions right now. Kind of 9-10. We're cruising on Minotaur. Haven't really bumped in there too much. Did use the first 800 gems on Wukong's mastery, so as soon as I get him 6-starred, that's part of why we're gonna make him the first 6-star. He's already got that level 6 mastery, so he's set up for greatness right there. day 7 and we can farm stage 7 and spider. That is stupid. Uh, we have a really good setup there. Um, stage 10 on dragon. If we can push. Affinity is going to be tough because we have a lot of green champions, a lot of spirit champions. So getting to stage 13 and being able to farm stage 13 is going to be tough. If we can pass it and maybe get to 14 where it's a force affinity, and we're going to have some of our heavier hitters going to be strong affinity, that might be good because then we can start farming some 4 and 5 star gear a little bit better. Fire Knight's Den, Fire Knight's Castle, guys. We're kind of at stage 8, maybe stage 9. If I can get lucky on some RNG, just need to kind of get more multi hitters going to actually make this one work. We just unlocked Sand Devil's Necropolis and Phantom Shogun. Haven't even touched them. We have the event dungeon. Haven't even touched it. I'm not going to until I have some better gear. We have that. Whoops, not the index. We want to come back over here. Faction Wars. Kale is my starter. He can solo stage 2. We don't have good gear on him yet. The one we're going to be able to do better is Skinwalkers because we have Sun Wukong and he's going to be good. And then also Shadowkin because of Karato. But we're not really focusing on Faction Wars just yet. We just unlocked Tag Arena and you can see we have 96 gold bars in Tag Arena, which eventually is going to be Ancient Shard and Energy. We're probably and most likely we're probably going to go ahead and, as we start farming and we get, better, more champions that we can kind of put into the roster on Tag Arena and get some wins, we're going to kind of put those into that Ancient Shard, Energy, and our Drexstar fragments as well, because that's going to be massive. You can see here we are in Silver 2. We've been bouncing back between Silver 2 and Silver 3. You can kind of see where we're at. Just kind of refreshing, looking for favorable fights. That's kind of the MO that we're looking at here. So you can kind of see we got some fights. We don't necessarily have a ton of good fights that we can have. We can, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's go ahead while we're here, just to kind of show you where we're at. Gear wise, we don't have any kind of OP gear yet. We're just starting to farm some stages where we can start getting some OP gear, and we're kind of going to be transitioning away from using that campaign gear that we got into some of our dungeon gear. But you can kind of see, as long as we get some favorable fights, we have a good setup of champions here. Karato, Kale, and Wukong are doing business. Ugo is actually doing really well for us with getting a decreased defense to help us do a little bit more damage to get past some of these squads that we're seeing. But that's the account, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys pay attention to the future No Dime series that we're going to be doing here. So we're probably going to be doing weekly videos, maybe a stream weekly on this account as well. And I'm going to start doing, on the main account, I'm going to start doing some kind of champion focused ones. I want to do some really quick hitting champion guides over on the main channel, as far as like just what the champion can do, show some damage that they can do, or if they have utility, show off what utility they can bring. I'm going to try to make those like a 4 to 5 minute series and try to do some on all the champions that we have on the main account and kind of go in there. If you have anything you want to see, obviously comment below. And if you want to join this, No Dimes challenge, by all means, go and check the other video. I'll link the other video in the description below, and that'll have the link to the starter site where you can get those absolute insane OP starts like we're experiencing right here. So hope you guys like this, guys. As always, you guys have been amazing. Have a wonderful day. I love you. Peace.